The reason why we warm up, number one, is we want to get everything activated. We want to get the muscles going. We want to get your breathing mechanics down. So we start from the floor. So the first thing we do is we make sure our feet are solid. And we're gonna get to the floor. But number one, once those feet and platform is set, creating that arch, high inside ankle bone, well, we're gonna lie on our back here. And on our back, we need to keep that same platform with our feet, right? We got to make sure our feet are in control. So when we lie flat on our back, we're going to be able to work on our breathing, but at the same time, we're thinking of being nice and stable through the ground. You know, we always talk about core training. Well, core training just isn't about this piece here. It's everything that's connected to the core. Glutes, hamstrings, quads, hip flexors, right? Your upper torso, everything's connected. So we got to make sure we're connected to the ground first. We're going to work on that breathing mechanics in and then out. Try to get that diaphragm to move. You notice on my hands, I open up as I breathe in, and I actually tilt my pelvis as I breathe out. So get about 5 good reps of that. We also add an arm reach, so we put the hands on the side up. We're gonna try to scrape the arms on the floor, okay? We call this the floor slide. So it's breath in, and then breath out. And I'm only going as high as I can that my hand will stay on the floor, right? If I try to come up a little higher, well, now I'm stuck and jammed up through here, so I can't get that high. But knowing that, I'm gonna work into that position. So the more reps I do, becomes a little looser. Again, at the same time, I'm really thinking of staying solid through the core, because what we want to mimic is when we do this in the gym world or wherever we're going to lift something over our head, well, that platform has to be strong in order for us to push something up. All right, so now it's going to lead down to the legs. Hands to the side, feet are going to be, again, squared up with our hips here. My knees are flared out a little bit. You can see we're creating this little bow pattern. I'm creating the arch in my foot. I'm using my glutes. So again, breath out. My pelvis tilts, and now I'm going to use the booty to drive up. I'm going to get 5 good reps like that. You notice my core, my pelvis tilts. Get the glutes to fire. Again, if you feel the hamstrings, 2 things. You can either walk your feet back in a little bit more, or make sure you're really emphasizing pushing from the whole foot, right? So the toes, through your heel, all the way through the arch. Don't let the arch collapse. Right, 5 of those. Now we're gonna add a single leg bridge to this. So now it's gonna be same thing. I'm gonna go feet a little closer, all the way touching. My knees are still flared out a little bit. As I breathe out, pull that knee in, get that hip flexor to work as well. Breathe in. Again, we'll get 5 reps each side. Get in that glute. All right, from here, we're gonna stay on our back. We're thinking of, just like a baby learns to crawl, a baby learns to breathe, they learn to move, they learn to use their hips. Now they're gonna learn to really stabilize the upper and lower body. We get that legs nice and straight, trying to flex out the quads. We're gonna breathe out. Core strong, legs straight, breathe in. Get about 5 reps. Again, this is a lot of tension here. I'm basically learning to disconnect one leg from the other. All right, getting my hip mobility. For extension in one leg. Getting 5 reps each side. All right, once we get that 5 reps in, now we're gonna go from the ground, we're gonna go into a get up. Arm, leg out to the side, knees bent, arm is up. I'm keeping this leg and hip strong, my foot staying strong. Get up to the elbow, up to the hand, and then ideally you're gonna get into a bridge. All right, that is our goal. If you notice, if I do this, my hand stays pointed at the ceiling and I rotate, right? I'm not sitting up. So the most common mistake is people want to sit up to do this. You end up seeing them like this. Nope, it's a roll. And as a roll, I'm pushing out. So rolling to the hand, it should be nice and fluid as you do that. We get about 5 reps each side. This is a little harder for me. on this side, but again, a very imperative movement. Roll and press all the way up. Again, 5 reps in.